Masked Up with the Hornets is presented by Nex-Tech Wireless, the official cell phone provider of ESU Athletics.
Now for another Emporia State Hornets Spotlight, and in the spotlight today is Emporia State senior linebacker for the football team, Gee Stanley. He's out of Miami, Florida, Coral Gables High School. He also went to Robert Morris in Coffeyville before landing at Emporia State last season. And first off, Gee, I have to find out, how close were you to the University of Miami, and how big of a Miami Hurricane fan are you?
I've always been a Hurricane fan. I remember at the age of 6 when the Orange Bowl was still around before they teared it down and built the Martin Stadium. I used to hear the crowd roaring from my house. I lived literally a block away, and I could just hear the crowd going crazy. Cause we used to park people in our parking lots, to help them find parking and whatnot. So it was a good experience. Now that I can remember, I live 5 minutes away from the university. I drive through there almost every day or whatnot.
So you ever try to sneak into the Orange Bowl?
I never really got into the Orange Bowl because I was too little. I was probably 6 or whatnot. So yeah.
So how'd you end up at Emporia State?
I ended up here. Coach Nardo, he recruited me before he left. It was a tough process coming out of Coffeyville, thinking I was going to graduate in May. Ended up graduating in December, a little earlier. I had some other teams that was sticking around till May or whatnot, but Emporia was always around or whatnot, and they just kept talking to me and showing me how much of home Emporia was. So I just went along with it, came up here one day, and I just loved the environment, and I loved the culture here, and I just knew that this was my home.
65 tackles last year, 11 of them for loss, 4 quarterback sacks plus a half of one, an interception, a fumble recovery. What was it that motivated you last season?
I was just hungry. I'm still hungry. It's coming from a D1 and then having to go JUCO, share time with another guy, and then having to come here and I guess prove my spot or whatnot. It just really motivated me to play the best that I could play. Play for the guy next to me also. It's just yeah.
And that is Gee Stanley, senior from Miami, Florida. He is in the Hornet Spotlight.